Hello, Tim Crosby here with something entirely different, but something entirely the same. So I've got my fiddle here today, and the something entirely different is an obscure fiddle tune that I wanted to pass along to you. Perhaps you'll learn it and pass it along to somebody else. Very few people play this tune, but I think it needs to be played. It's called Hobdie. Hobdie. My pal Mark Nelson and I both learned it from a fellow named Pop Wagner, who's a cowboy poet, performer, old-time cowboy guy out of Minneapolis. He played it. It's a tune that originated probably in either New Mexico or northern Texas, and was nearly lost, but a few people kept it going, so I'm hoping to keep that thread going. The other thing that's not totally different is a discussion of learning tunes by ear. So I'm not gonna write up the sheet music for this to learn it by reading it, but we're gonna talk about how do you learn a tune by ear. Well, here's the preview. You take it phrase by phrase and you listen to it, that phrase, just the first little bit, and then you stop and think, can I play that? And you try to play that. And then you listen to it again. And then you try to play what you just heard. So by putting your brain on notice that you get like one listen to this, this also works memorizing tunes that you're reading. You get one look at it and then look away. The process of learning the tune by ear goes much faster. Here's the reason. We all have a teenager living in our brain who says, well, I don't need to learn this. I'll just listen to it again and play along. Or if you're reading it, I'll just read it. So as long as you keep reading it, you keep empowering that teenager brain. But you got to say, oh, one look or one listen, and then I'm going to play it. So here's the tune. And I had to actually do this same phrase by phrase thing just a few minutes ago because it's been a long time since I've played this tune and had to dig it out of my memory. So let's see if I can get through Hobdie. It's a crooked tune, by the way, but it's really, I find it just charming. Yeah, so then the second part. So phrase by phrase, here you go. So you can listen to it and then run it back and listen to it again if you need to. The first phrase in the A part. Oh, it's also good when you set out to learn a tune by ear. Listen for the structure of the tune. This tune is in two parts. There's an A part and a B part. There are repeating phrases, and so that will help you along the way. So here's the A part, the first phrase. Pretty easy stuff. Second phrase. And then the third phrase sort of is like the second phrase. And then the ending phrase. So you have the A1, the A2, the A3, and the ending phrase. A1. 2. So you do that whole thing through twice, and then there's the second part, which is the most, I think, the most charming part of the tune. Let me play that again for you. And then parallel to that, it goes to a C. Yep. And then the third phrase. And then the ending phrase. So I made up some stuff there. That's another thing you can do. Hobdie, and a few tips and pointers on learning a tune by ear. I'm Tim Crosby. Glad you're here. See you next time.